Oh my god, once again, it's very hot in this car. You know, it's another day of me going to lift right now. I'm very excited right now. I have actually I'm not. I have upper body today, which a lot of people would get excited about that. I've talked about before. I do not like upper body. Let me just see if this camera's a little off. I always want to make sure that the camera's not messed up because I can't actually see the camera while it's going. So like, afterwards, like after it's done recording and everything like that, like if I go back and the camera is like messed up, it's just like a recording wasted. I don't upload all my recordings. Like sometimes I record videos and I don't upload them because I don't really see the point of it really sometimes, or like I don't know. Really, I maybe get sometimes I maybe get a little too emotional. I think maybe sometimes in that video where I was really discussing my feelings and everything like that, I didn't upload that one because I might just put that as like unlisted or something like that, and then put it public like when the season's over. Because yeah, I was really lost in that video that I had. But yeah, right now I'm just heading over to lift right now. I don't really know what this van's doing right here. That's a drive. Wait, what is going on? I have a little headache right now, actually, right now. It wasn't good yesterday, I'll be honest. What I did, I listened to a lot of music. And when I say a lot, maybe 6 hours. That's probably the most I've ever listened to music in my life, like in a day. And I told myself I wasn't gonna listen to music as much. I think 6 hours might be an understatement. I was maybe 8 hours, dude. I'm not even joking. And when I have music on, the thing is, I have YouTube, so I don't have the actual like Spotify or anything like that, so I can't like back out and use my app while I'm on it. So I'm just purely listening to music on its own. Like I don't use any app. So right now, a little headache. Right now, a little bit from the music. Maybe open the windows up a bit, get some fresh air. That might work a bit. I'll do that. Get a little bit of air, help me out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the same time, I don't want it to mess up the recording, the audio, so hopefully it's not ruining it right now. I really hope it's not, because I just want some air. Also, it's like really hot in here right now, so right now, I don't really know exactly. The thing was, I was planning on doing this yesterday, but once again, my whole schedule is messed up now, so yeah, my whole wrestling schedule. Like I can't wrestle at 9:30 at night. The whole thing is messed up. Like my whole situation is so messed up right now. It's really annoying right now. I really not the most happy in my. I mean, I have clean water. I'm able to go to school, be able to walk really. So that's something that I'm grateful for. I'm probably gonna close the window now because now you can't even hear. Oh my god. Turn it down even more. Once again, no one's watching this, so I could just put the window up and no one would care, but I'll just leave it a little bit. But like, the thing is, like, I don't really care right now that nobody's watching this. It's really for me, so. What was I just talking? Yeah, right now, I don't know what I was talking about before, but I was talking about the practice times. I was gonna practice, and then I'm like, I can't go that late at night anymore. The whole thing's just messed up. I didn't know any of this stuff was gonna happen the way it is right now. It's all messed up. So right now I gotta focus first semester just on staying in really good condition, get my wrestling up in the practice. I can only practice a couple days a week now. I can't practice full days, which kind of sucks. Everything kind of sucks. So right now, what doesn't suck is my lifting today. I have upper body today. Hopefully on incline, I can get 100 pounds for more comfortably. I was able at one point to do 100 pounds on incline, very comfortable. Like I was able to do it easily, but when I did it last week, it felt very, very hard. Like every rep was a struggle, but I got it. But this week, hopefully it's not off. I'm hoping to get 100 pounds for maybe 8 reps today, hopefully. Like I got 11 reps back in August, I think it was, and I'm like, this could really go up. I was planning on hitting 110 by the season, and that hasn't gone my way. My health issues and everything like that really messed me up when I was really sick and everything like that, and my health was going downhill for like 4 weeks. The first 4 weeks, I couldn't even go to school really. I couldn't go to practice. and couldn't even lift really. I was only able to lift like maybe once a week, so yeah, it was really messed up. So my whole bench thing got messed up. Now I think I'm in a more consistent, like I've been lifting consistently now for upper body again, so hopefully that's up again. The thing as well is when I went to the other gyms, like that one gym I went to where I could only do 90 pounds, no, that one gym where that whole bench thing was messed up, and I was able to warm up at 90 pounds, and then I failed 100 pounds, and then I couldn't get 90 pounds after, so I had to go with 70 pounds. And then also the other week, I was only able to do 90 pounds because the bench was in a more higher thing. Like, it's better to do 30 degrees on incline bench, incline dumbbell bench, because you want to be moving more weight. It's not really about the 45 degrees builds the chest more, but it's really about moving more weight, heavier and faster. So that's all you really need for us. You don't need to look better. It's not a show where it's like whoever looks better wins the match. It's whoever is stronger, performs better wins the match. So right now, yeah, that's really what I'm really doing right now. That I have shoulder press. Hopefully I can get 145. I got 150 for 3 the other week, but then I tried going 155 and I couldn't get it up. So I want to just go for 145 again. You know, from now on, I might just cut out the first part of the video, like the part where I'm driving sometimes, because that, like, the first part of my videos, I mean, the second part are like two completely different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in the first like 5 minutes of me talking, I don't talk that well. Like I don't have that same energy and like same like I feel like I just like say stupid stuff in the first 5 minutes. I mean, afterwards I'm like speaking more smart and everything, like, you know. So maybe I think maybe this video I'll definitely maybe cut out the first part, because once again I was just really, really tired and, you know, out of it the first part. Is this person going to the right? Whatever. So basically what ended up happening was I am feeling a little happy. You know, usually I don't like doing arms, but, you know, it was a good upper body day today. You know, I'm happy about it. The thing is though, when I used to do incline Smith machine, that's when I used to love upper body so much. I would never skip upper body. I would prefer upper body over legs back then, which first of all for wrestling you shouldn't be doing in season. But I loved doing upper body so much back then because of the incline Smith machine. But nowadays I don't have that luxury anymore. I mean, I could still do it, but it doesn't help for wrestling as much as the incline dumbbell bench, which, you know, I gotta do it for my wrestling, but I do miss the incline Smith machine. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the same time, upper body does help you because you are wrestling that upper body. Like, if you have a weak upper body, he's gonna move you around more easier. But at the same time, you don't need like a crazy strong guy. Like if someone like some guy, for example, I wrestled before, he benched like 420, and he couldn't squat or deadlift that much. He didn't deadlift, I think, and he couldn't squat that much, I think, compared to his bench. Maybe, I'm not sure if he did a deadlift or not. He had high lift numbers, but he didn't feel good on the mat because he focused so much on upper body, and, you know, you have to prioritize lower body a lot. Maybe there's other stuff as well, you know. At the same time, you know, I am a tough opponent to wrestle, so. But no, then after the incline dumbbell bench, I got it for 100 pounds today. I went for it. I think what ended up happening today, why I got it more easier, is because I usually warm up with 75 pounds, then warm up with like 85 pounds or 90 pounds or something like that. But this time I only did 75 pounds for 3 reps, and I did it very slow. And then like right after, like a minute after, I did the 100-pound dumbbell bench, like as a warm-up, and I failed it, of course. That's what I want to do. Usually what I try doing on the incline dumbbell bench is I fail the first time because I want to get like a good feel of the weight. So like when I go straight to the 100 pounds for the actual set, it doesn't like shock me, you know? Like if you go straight into it, like, you know, like your body's not used to it, so you sometimes get a little messed up. So that's why I do it. Personally, for me, that helps me. Maybe in the future I'll see that maybe that's not the best thing, but right now it's helping me. It's something that I think is good for me. I'm not really exactly 100% sure if it is or not. I'm not really too sure. It might be something really good. It might be something that's not amazing, but I do that. Then afterwards I did the yeah, it felt easy. I was able to the lift off, like when I was lifting it off, it felt pretty easy. So, you know, and that's good, you know. But the only issue was I was moving it slow. The reason why I was moving it slow was because last time when I did it, I wasn't getting the full range of motion because it felt so heavy. I wasn't getting fully all of it for all the sets. Maybe like a couple sets I might have got it fully all the way. He's going for it. All right. So yeah, then a couple sets I didn't what you call it, a couple reps I didn't get all the way, but this time I got it almost every single rep all the way. I think maybe the last one I didn't get all the way, but yeah, it was good today, that one. Then afterwards I did, which is really good, you know, for wrestling, having a 100-pound dumbbell bench, incline dumbbell bench. It's good. I mean, I don't really know how much the other schools do, like the other D1 schools do, but that's way better than 75 pounds for 8 on flat. So I'm very happy about that. I think I remember the first time I did I think it was 75 pounds or 80 pounds. 85. I remember I picked the first time I ever did dumbbell bench. You know, I used to only do machine bench press, so I went for the dumbbell bench for the first time back in just November time, I think it was, October time. So it was like during the start of the wrestling season, the first couple of weeks. I went for it and I picked it up and I went for it and I fell backwards because it was so heavy and it was a shock to me. I thought I would get it easily, but no, I didn't know that 75 pounds or 8, I don't remember exactly what it was. It was 75 pounds or 85 pounds. I don't really know what he's doing, this guy. He's not the most happiest with me right now, which I don't know why. I'm going fast. Maybe he's not talking to me. I don't really know, but yeah, that's really good, the increase, and that should help my wrestling a lot. I gotta get more, like, I gotta use more of the strength that I have and actually like focus, make it so like, it can actually help wrestling. You know, you don't want to be a strong guy but move like terribly, like move slow and everything, like stiff and everything. You know, you want to be like loose and you want to be more fast and everything. So yeah, then afterwards I did shoulder press standing, of course. You know, I'm not doing some seated shoulder press, that's just weird. So I did the standing one and I did that 145 for 6 today. I didn't know how much reps it was, like how much reps I got last time I did it. So when I was doing it, I like had no idea if I got like 8 reps or not. So I only got it for 6 reps, which actually was a new, the highest I've done. Before I did only 5 reps, which 1 rep sounds like, oh, it's not a big deal, but it is. Like an extra rep is a really big deal. Because think about it, you put that extra rep, like for example, I got 145 for 6. Now I got that extra rep, I build more like strength, for example, and more inner confidence as well. So let's say now I go up 2.5 pounds now. Like, I can get it now for, like, 4 reps or 5 reps now compared to 3 reps. And, like, the more reps you gain, like, if you gain 1 rep, like, get 1 extra rep every single 2 weeks, for example, by the end of, like, by 3 months' time, you'll be able to lift, like, way more than you could that 3 months before, compared if you're just doing the same 8 reps every single time, you know? Some people go into the, lifting and they, let's say, for example, they want to bench 205, for example. They bench 205. Like 205 for a certain amount of reps. Like they'll only go to 8 reps and they'll keep doing that. Like for example, they might do like 3 sets of 205 for 8. And they'll do the same thing every single time. I don't usually do that higher reps anymore. I used to do that. What I used to do was I used to go into the gym and used to do like, I'll start off at 195. So I'll do 195 pounds for 5 reps. Then I'll do 205 pounds for 5 reps. Then I'll do 215 for 5 reps. And then I'll do 225 for 5 reps. You know? But over time, I stopped doing that. And I started just doing 1 heavy rep instead. 1 heavy set. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Then I did shoulder press. I did 120 today. And I got 2 extra reps today. So it's really good. 120 for 12 reps. You know, I can move it fast now. So I'm happy about that. No, it's not like I'm just lifting heavy. I'm able to move it fast, and I'm happy about that, you know. Some people, you know, they just lift heavy. Let's say, for example, they bench 4 or 5. Or no, let's say, for example, they squat 515, for example. Like, they can do a heavy, like, 2 reps, slow up 495, for example. But if they never do, like, fast reps, like, with 2, like, maybe 315, they don't do it for fast reps. Like, if they never do 315 for any, like, fast reps, stuff like that, and building explosion, it doesn't help as much, you know what I'm saying? You want to build that strength, like power, moving the power, but at the same time, you want to have that speed as well. So, That's something I learned over time. You don't want to lift heavy and like feel like stiff on the mat, like feel like weird on the mat, like you're like some sort of heavy guy. Because then at that point you're just a fat person that looks good. So then afterwards, I skipped the closed grip bench today. I didn't want to do that, and I also wanted to shorten my time at the gym today. I still got out pretty early, like 40 minutes, so I was happy about that. I mean, I did the chest press. I only did one side of that with 205. And then I did bicep curls, the hammer curls, and I did 60 for 8 reps, I think. It was still wasn't feeling like it. I think because I used the chest press uses biceps, so maybe that's why I didn't feel as good. Oh my god, what is this guy doing? I don't know, he was losing his mind, but I feel like it might have made my it targets my biceps, so it might have made it so I can lift less on the hammer curls, which I'm starting to see now. So I did 60 for 8, and then I couldn't do any more. So then I did 40. I did a superset of 45 pounds, and I only did that for 9 reps. And then afterwards, I did 20 pounds, and I just kept on doing it. The reason why I started doing that at the end is I just wanted to get a sick bicep pump. My biceps are like starting to pop out, my bicep veins and everything like that. I'm not that lean to the point where like my biceps will be crazy. Like when I get more leaner, because I'm still 15 pounds overweight right now, which might seem like a lot, but in wrestling terms, that's not a lot. So yeah, so like when I get leaner, like that lean, then I'll look way better. But right now, still, it looks sick having that. So yeah, overall, that was it really. That was all I really did today. That was my day today, my upper body day today. I didn't really talk about anything else today. So yeah, overall, just another day improving myself, being the best version of myself. Just continue growing, really. I'm happy that I grew again today in terms of my lift and just in general. I didn't really listen to any music in the gym. I did listen to like this Sigma music. The Sigma music back in like 2022, like the when they used to do the edits, that song in the background. Yeah, I was playing that song, and I was holding in my laughter. Like, it's so stupid, some of the edits I used to see with that song. But yeah, overall, that was my day. Another day of just going after it.